In this video, we are going to go over some examples with a financial calculator. Here we have a future value of multiple cash flows. The scenario is depositing $4,000 at the end of each year for the next 3 years, and you have $7,000 in the account right now. And the questions are, how much will you have in 3 years and how much you will have in 4 years? This is how it looks if you calculate it manually. But if we use the financial calculator, we will go through the motions here. First thing I'm going to do in this calculator is do the clear all. So I'm going to do orange shift, clear all, and it tells me that it's set to 1 payment a year, which fits this exercise because in this exercise, the compounding happens once a year. So we're going to use the time value money functions available to us at the top of the calculator. And we will start with N. N is 3 years. And since it's once a year, 3 times 1, I can put 3N. Those are the periods. The interest is 8% and is compounded annually in this example. So 8% and the interest button. Present value is going to be the $7,000 this year 0 because you do have $7,000 in the account right now. So that's your present value. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to follow the cash flow convention. And I'm going to put a negative, meaning a cash outflow went out of your pocket into an account. That's going to be the present value. For payments, it's going to be the $4,000 that you're going to put each year. Now, we are using these up here because the payment is the same, $4,000, $4,000, and $4,000. So I'm going to write $4,000. It's also a cash outflow every time I deposit it, and that's going to go into payment. And if I put everything correctly here, when I hit future value, it's going to give me $21,803 with 58 cents. Same number you see here. Now, the follow-up question was, if you leave it there and don't touch it, what would be the value on year 4? You're not going to deposit anything else, just 1 more year. I'm going to go ahead and go from the top. I'm going to clear it all. It's still 1 payment a year, 1 compounding a year. Now, because we're going from year 3 to year 4, I'm just going to add 1 in the end, or just put 1 in the end. It's still the same 8% that is going to compound yearly, the rate. But now the present value is going to be that $21,803.58. So 21,803.58. And we're going to put the negative to call it a cash flow. It's not in your pocket. It was taken out of your pocket into that account. That's the present value. There is no payment. We're not depositing anything, so we can leave that blank. And when I hit future value, I get the $23,547.87 when you round. And that'll be that example. Let's go ahead and work an example, a car. So we can find it around here. A car payment. So in this example, we are going to buy a car and we want to know how much will the payments be. First, I'm going to clear it all. Now, because this is about the monthly payment, we then need to know how much it compounds per year. So monthly payments, there's 12 months in a year. So there's 12 a year. So the first thing we want to do is change that setting. You don't want it at 1 per year. You want it at 12. So what you do is we punch in the 12, and we're looking for this button here, the one that says PYR, P/YR. So it's orange, meaning I'm going to hit the orange shift and click on it. So now when I do this, I get the 12 per year. So now the calculator knows that I'm dealing with monthly payments. Okay. All right. So let's start with the end. It says it's going to be a 4-year loan. So since there are 12 months per year and it's 4 years, what we do is 12 times 4, which is 48. And that's where that 48 comes from here. We're just going to go ahead and put the 48 in our periods, N meaning periods. So 48 months. The interest is 8%. Now I only have to put the 8% here because I already set the calculator at 12 payments per year. That's what we did first. Here in the example on the PowerPoint, they tell you to divide, but that's if and only if you do not set the calculator with the 12 payments per year. But mine is already set that way, and it will take that step for me. So I can put the 8% straight into interest. Present value, that's going to be the $20,000 that you will receive from the loan because you're borrowing the money. So you receive $20,000 as a loan and you use that money to buy the car. Now, because you received that money, I'm going to leave it positive. So that's your present value. Now, in a car loan, typically at the end of your last payment, your loan is down to 0. So there's no need to put anything in future value. However, if we click on payment, it'll let us know that your monthly payment is going to be $488.26 when you round. The negative meaning it's a payment that you're going to be taking money out of your pocket and giving it to the bank. And that'll be an example how to calculate a payment on a car loan based on the loan amount, percentage, and length. Other things that we can do with a calculator is found the future value annuities. Now, these are the manual formulas you can use, but we're going to go ahead and do it in the calculator. So let's see here. Suppose you begin saving for your retirement by depositing $2,000 per year in an IRA. If the interest rate is 7.5%, how much will you have in 40 years? Now, because it doesn't specify, then the compounding must be once a year and you're depositing once a year. So we're going to change this back to 1 instead of 12. So I'll go 1, shift, PYR, P/YR, payments per year. And when I clear it all, it tells me that it's back to 1. So since you're doing deposits yearly, it's 40 years. Once a year times the 40 years is 40 for the N. 7.5% on the interest. There is no present value, meaning you didn't have anything already saved or you didn't do an immediate deposit. So we're going to skip that and leave it blank. Payment is a $2,000 you're going to put every year. Negative because of cash outflow. And then we calculate the future value. I apologize, I didn't press payment at all. Let's go over that again. So 40 N, 7.5, the interest rate, no present value. The negative 2,000 for the payments, and now we calculate the future value. $454,513.04 when you round. You will have in 40 years if you deposit $2,000 a year for 40 years in a row. And you can continue. Now let's do something similar, but we're going to talk about the annuity due. This is a begin period situation. This is when you make a deposit up front. So you're saving for a new house and you put $10,000 per year in an account paying 8%. The first payment is made today. Today is the key word, meaning that you have a begin situation, Annuity Due, and that's what they're talking about here. So the way I'm going to adjust my calculator is, if you see this button here, it has begin/end. That's what you selected. When there's nothing on the screen, it means it's set to end. If I want to change it to begin, I do the orange shift, click there, and you see now it says begin here. So now it's set to deal with an exercise like this. The difference is that the deposit happened now and not at the end of the year. So 3 years from now. And since it's once a year, we have it once a year, they're already set. We can go ahead and put the $10,000. Your payment. And it's negative because it's a cash outflow. It is for 3 years. So 3N, because once a year for 3 years, so 3N. The interest rate is 8%. So we click the 8 in there. We input the 8 in there. We leave the present value alone. This is just a strictly annuity exercise. And then when we calculate for future value, we get $35,061.12. Notice the formula will also give you the same thing if you choose to do it manually instead of the financial calculator. I suggest the calculator.